Hi, everybody. How are you? A little different from me. I'm coming to you in the evening. It's so beautiful outside here in Palm Springs, so I thought I would answer this. I really wanted to get to this, and I've been thinking about it, and I haven't posted because it's really been on my mind what to say. Um, I've gotten a few different messages, direct messages from mothers, and in the last couple days, and it's been a consistent theme. And so I thought I'd better do a vlog about it. A lot of you have kids that are newly sober, that have finally gotten sober and finally made it to the rooms of AA or NA. However they got sober, they're clean and sober. And now you're stuck in the house with them in this pandemic, and they're not doing well, and you're scared, and they don't want to do Zoom meetings, right? There's no meetings they can go to. They don't want to do Zoom meetings. They are starting to withdraw, be snappy. Um, it's 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 difficult. I'm out here at night, and now I hear something. So if something comes up and grabs me, call for help. Anyway, um, this is a really difficult situation uh, because you're stuck in the house with this person, and you can see it's very apparent that they have alcoholism, right? Whether they're a drug user or not, because you can see the change in their behavior, in their attitude, right? Everybody that's commented to me about their family member says, oh my God, they're not doing good. So that is directly what I talk about, specifically about this being a mental illness. The behavior changes before they ever drink and use. So I understand your concern. And people have been asking me, what should I do? What should I do? One mom said, I ordered drug tests. I get it. Terrified. What am I going to do? To add to it, these kids maybe were doing really well and had jobs, and now they don't have jobs. Maybe they don't have jobs and you don't have a job. I mean, you want to talk about a pressure cooker. You want to talk about stress. Uh, God, you want to talk about it. And not only is all this going on, but if you have been talking to me, and a lot of you have, I've guided you to Al-Anon, and so you've been going to Al-Anon, but now there's no Al-Anon meetings. So now you're slipping back into old behavior, and everybody's going backwards, and it feels like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to tell you. The first thing about going to AA, NA, Al-Anon is that the whole program is designed to help you find a power greater than yourself. So God is with you. At home, right now, you're not alone. Okay? So once you know that, right, you can go in the bathroom if you need to and shut the door and get on your knees and ask God for help. If you don't believe in God, whatever your higher power is, your spiritual thing that you do, direct my thinking, universe. Please help me, right? And then button it and wait. Wait. Just take it easy for a minute, okay? Now, the next panic is you want them to do something. You want them to go to the bathroom and get on their knees and ask God for help, right? You're so worried about them. Oh my God, what if they stay sober? And what if they do this? And what if they leave? And what if they get, it just goes on and on. The powerlessness is crazy. And then you got the financial. So this is the reason that people need a program of recovery, because we are powerless over what happens. It is none of our business what other people think, what they do, what they say. It doesn't matter if it's your kid. I mean, if it's your kid under 18, right? Then you got to kind of be in control you can't be in control of what they think. You can try to be in control of what they say in the house, but you really have no control over anybody, and you don't have any control over your work if they're going to hire you back. You don't. But what I'm telling you is you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. It feels terrible. Fear. The country, the world is riddled with fear, right? That's why they're reopening so soon. We're putting, people need to get back to work. People are terrified. I get that. I have been there. I've been there a few times, so I can tell you something about that. I can tell you, as a woman who's lost her home and her cars and all her money and her IRAs, and I drank everything away and I was homeless. The sun still came up. I'm okay, right? Maybe it's not what I thought it was, but it is, well, actually, it's way better than I ever dreamed it would be, because I have some substance. I have some experience. It's scary, but what's the worst that can happen? It already has. Do you understand? The worst has already happened. You're in your head. You need to ask God or the universe for some help. Help me, direct my thinking. Let me stay in the moment. You don't know your child's going to drink and use again. You don't know what's going on with them. Of course they're upset. They're anxious. They're short-tempered. Of course they are, right? They finally got sober and they're doing what they're supposed to do, and the rug gets pulled out from underneath them. We're going to see what kind of program they have, right? They might not make it. They might relapse and have to try again. They're going to realize how much it takes to stay sober. That staying sober is staying sober life on life's terms. You don't get sober and everything's perfect. You get sober and everything falls apart, right? And it helps you dig deep. This is their journey. They're in your house because we're in a pandemic, but it's their journey. Back up. Back up. That's what I've been praying about. Do I tell these people this? I'm not saying it's going to mean they stay sober. It may mean they get drunk and loaded, but at least they'll come back to you when there's time for help. If you say something while you're locked up in the house and you start arguing, you're going to lose your mind. You're not going to be able to be helpful to anybody, right? If they call you to come back to work, you won't be able to go. You'll be out of your mind, right? So this is going to go back to pre-pandemic times. Take care of yourself first. Your kids, if they have any kind of program, will figure it out. If they don't, they will figure it out. If they drink and use again, they were going to drink and use again no matter what you did, okay? They don't understand what's wrong with them. They don't understand what it takes to stay sober, and that's okay. They just didn't get it yet. Not everybody gets it on the first, second, 15th try, 20th try, right? Some people it takes a long time. It's their journey. Testing them, I think the only reason you would test them is if you could kick them out. But you can't kick them out. I mean, there's a pandemic, so what you need to say to them is this. Listen, I know this is tough on you. This is tough on me. I can't have you drink and use in the house. I can't take it. So I'm not telling you, what to do, but if you drink and use, you're going to have to go. Set a boundary. And there's no trapping people. You don't need to drug test them because you're pretty freaking smart. You know if somebody's been drinking or using. The only thing that's wrong with your can I tell if somebody's drinking and using, maybe they're not, maybe they are, is because you want to believe they're not. But as a mother, as a father, you know when your kids are loaded, right? You probably know before they're loaded. So I don't know if I'd push the drug test thing, I mean, they're either loaded or they're not. You know what I mean? you're either going to kick them out or not. It's the same whether it's a pandemic or not. I mean, it's harder now but that's why you don't want to stir the pot. Don't stir the pot. Everybody's uptight as it is. Try to focus on something else. Take care of yourself. Find Zoom meetings, Al-Anon Zoom meetings, and go to those. Look after yourself and leave them be. And let's see what they do. And if they don't stay sober, they're not going to want to be around you anyway. They're going to take off. That's just the way it is. You can't make somebody get sober. You can't make somebody wear a mask and stay in. I mean, look at people, right? A lot of people would rather go back to work and jeopardize their health and the health of people around them, right? Because they're terrified. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm not even going to say that that's right or wrong, right? Because it's none of my business. What people think, what they say, what they do. I have only got control over what I'm going to do. And today I'm going to pray, I'm going to ask God for help, and I'm going to see how I can be helpful. Okay? So back up a little bit. All right? Whether this is your parent who's drinking and you're locked up with whoever you're locked up with, back up. Stay in your hula hoop. Mind your own business. Try to see if you can be helpful. Everyone's having a tough time with this, okay? There's nothing you can do about it. You can't make someone quit drinking just because there's a pandemic. Things didn't change, okay? I love you. I hope that helped. Let me know. Let me know what you think of this and if you got anything out of it. Also, visit my website. I redid my website, KarenGardenier.com. Please go visit that. Subscribe to my newsletter and keep in touch with me so I know what's going on with you. I love you. Bye.